Hey, Ethan.
Yes, Eli.
I noticed in the last, let's say, 25 recordings, I forgot to introduce the show. So I'm going to introduce the show.
That's why we don't have listeners.
Oh,
that's why.
They can't find
we have
us.
one listener. We have one listener in Ireland who emailed me recently to bring back Ethan's reluctant review, which we will get back to at the end of this episode. That's it. It's that and I don't know, my parents. This is I Need to See That, a podcast about Mark Ruffalo. I'm Eli.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Caroline.
And giggling in the corner is our very, very special guest, the one, the only, Mike Gospel. Hello, Mike.
Hi. I'm thrilled to be here.
You know him from various podcasts, the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, that's me.
That's it.
I fought with Logan Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You did great, by the way.
Boxed, yeah.
On Netflix?
On it was on Netflix.
Crazy.
I don't know that anybody actually saw it.
It's for frickin' cool guys.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I
freaking
dropped
cool.
his ass.
Sponsored by Poppy.
There were 2 hits: me hitting him and Poker Face by Lady Gaga. That was a hit.
Look, we need to get down to brass tacks. We are here for a March Madness bracket, right? Because everybody, this last year we did March Sisters Madness, and this year we're doing March Ruffalo Madness.
Yeah.
Can you do like your Dick Vitale voice, just like recapping March Sisters Madness for us, like in what won in the end?
I don't remember. Or Stutterberry. I can't. Who's
Why do you
Dick
think you're an
Vitale?
old timey?
Dick
I
Vitale
started as Dick
is-
Clark.
He's
and then
this
I
guy
went-
who tells you to keep your hands and feet inside of the bumper cars.
Yeah,
That's who
he's
Dick
like the March
Vitale is.
Madness guy.
Please keep your hands inside. Who won? Yeah, Lady Bird won, right?
Lady Bird won,
won
yeah.
on March Sisters Madness was the cast of the Greta Gerwig, Little Women versus the very famous '90s Little Women, and I believe the final 2 in that was Lady Bird versus Polly.
No,
that
no,
right?
Polly made the final 4 because you both hate me. Mike, have you ever seen the movie Polly or remember
have
the
not
poster?
heard of it.
Starring
It's like-
Haley Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg's
it's-
sister.
It's with the parrot who like steals credit cards from ATMs.
Parrot like bird?
Yeah, like bird.
No, this can't
It
exist.
does. Hold on. I'll pull up a poster. Let's see.
Anyway, Lady Bird won. I think Lady Bird beat Bring It On in the finals.
Yeah, that checks out. Nothing was going to beat Lady Bird.
No.
We knew that, but I have no idea who's going to win this year. And we will share the bracket on social medias. But we have the films of Mark Ruffalo. I'm just going to list them all right now in order of rank, which is Spotlight, Zodiac, The Kids Are All Right, Shutter Island, Foxcatcher, Poor Things, Dark Waters, The Avengers, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 13 Going on 30, You Can Count on Me, Thor Ragnarok, Begin Again, Now You See Me, Collateral, and Caroline's favorite, Just Like Heaven. Obviously, we're missing some in there, like Now You See Me Too.
Sure.
But Ethan, what's your relationship with Mark Ruffalo?
My relationship with Mark Ruffalo is that we both have curly hair, and I think that I usually end up empathizing with his characters for that reason.
My relationship with Mark Ruffalo is we both constantly wake up from a sweaty dream going, oh, I have a brain tumor. I should go to the doctor, which is a real thing that happened to Mark Ruffalo. And it turned out he did have a brain tumor. And he had... Did you not know this, Mike Osborne?
No.
I didn't know this either.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember what movie? He talked about this on a
Like
few
a podcast,
but
yeah.
Yeah, he was doing a movie. It might have been You Can Count on Me. But he was doing the movie. He had a dream that he had a massive brain tumor behind his eye. He went to the doctor on set who was like, I happen to be a board member at Cedar Sinai. Went in for an MRI thinking this fucking actor drama queen.
Yeah.
It turns out had a tumor, like scary, life-threatening. They did surgery. To this day, he can't hear out of one of his ears, right or left ear.
Whoa.
But he's doing okay. Yeah, amazing, right?
Wow, we just learned something from Eli. This is exciting.
Can you believe it? Do you remember when I used to do research for this podcast? And I'd come with like fucking pages of thesis statements and like tell you the history of horror movies, and now I just like barely get out of bed to talk about fucking I don't know.
Do you have a brain tumor? Or did you have a brain tumor? And that's why you did all the research.
Whoa, maybe.
Maybe.
I have a tumor. No, we're not talking about him though.
This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna giggle and joke along, and then like at the end of this, I'm gonna go upstairs and lay in bed and be like, "What if I do have a brain tumor?"
You don't,
And then,
Eli.
like, just not
Eli.
sleep tonight.
Eli, you don't.
No, we're in joke mode now, Ethan. Message me at 10 p.m. when I'm not sleeping. Before we get into the bracket, I actually and Mike, thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah.
But I also have another special guest joining us today. But we're going to smart list this. So I'm gonna allow the special guest in. They were running a little late. There they are. Oh wait, that's me. What is happening, special
Are
guest?
you your own special guest?
I guess I'm my own special guest. That's
Is
so
this like
weird.
the stupids? I am my own grandpa.
What just happened?
That was
Is this,
weird.
Wait, is this like the Mark Ruffalo twin TV show bit where
Yeah.
he plays the twin?
No, we have a special guest. They just joined. They are a real celebrity. I'm very lucky to get them. You can ask questions about who they are throughout this episode, but each of you only get one guess. Each of you have one guess as to who it is,
Wow.
and only one guess. Do any of you have any guesses right now before
Wait, but do we get like any
start?
like three? You know, like on the dating game, you get like a couple like easy breezy. And Masked Singer, you get like a little hints that help us.
Oh yeah,
narrow-
like the Masked Singer.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's just like the Masked
just like-
Singer.
Just like the
Is this the
Special-
pineapple?
special guest. Don't unmute. But can you hear me? Just write in the Zoom chat. Can you hear us?
Oh my god.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So each of you, this is a celebrity you know. It's not just like fucking Oliver Berger. It's an actual celebrity that you know. So ask questions throughout this episode. They have. Oh no, you can ask it out loud. You don't have to chat the question.
Mike just chatted. Do you know about the Chamber of Secrets?
Can you tell me?
They
Oh,
do.
special guest said yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now, special guest, did you understand that reference?
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm nervous.
All right. So let's
Special guest.
let's get.
Is your
Yeah.
Are you just gonna sit silently here this whole time? Is that because Eli convinced you to do this? Okay, that's a yes.
Thank you for just using yes or no. By the way, special guest. This is
I
really
do have a
nice.
question, special guest.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Do you know me?
Special guest.
This pause is very long. Oh no.
Kind of.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that mean? All right, whatever.
Okay.
Do any of you have any guesses as to who the special guest is?
No.
This is thrilling. This
Yeah.
is like that episode of the Chris Gethard show with the dumpster.
Yeah. Wait. Special guest. Are you Paul Giamatti?
Oh.
No.
Okay, phew, okay.
Okay. Well, that's only 7 billion more people to guess.
Okay,
We went with
well-
Paul first.
Also, why did I guess? I know who you are. I booked you.
Are you being paid to be here?
Ooh, great question. Yeah.
Yes.
Hell?
Okay, they said yes.
Oh, special guest. Have you been in a project with Mark Ruffalo?
Oh.
No.
Okay,
No,
special
that
guest.
would've-
Have you been
Oh,
in
God.
a movie? Okay.
Special guest, are you a celebrity that we all know?
I'll answer that for the special guest because that's kind of a rude question. The answer is yes.
Okay.
Oh.
You all know them.
Definitively yes, not kind of.
No, the answer is definitively yes.
Okay. Wow. A celebrity
Um,
kind of knows me.
Yes, the celebrity kind of knows you. Do you have any like I said, you can only guess once as to who the celebrity is. Any guesses?
That's a clue. Only
Okay.
guess once. I wonder if it's Glenn Hansard.
Is that your
Or
guess?
Hansard, however it's
Is
pronounced.
that your guess?
No, it's not my guess.
I might have to take that as your guess.
Oh my god.
Celebrity, are you falling slowly? No. Okay, thank you. We are jumping into the March Madness now. I'm just going to live read the bracket, and then we are going to debate until we have a winner. Starting with round 1, the first match is Spotlight versus Just Like Heaven. And I'm going to have Caroline own this one because Caroline, tell us what you think.
Okay. All right. Obviously, I know Spotlight is going to win this, but in defense of Just Like Heaven, Mark Ruffalo had to act with Reese Witherspoon, who is dead and a ghost. I'm sorry. That's acting. It was one of his great rom-coms that's underrated, and I think it deserves respect. Rebuttals?
I like that movie, but I think Spotlight is his best, one of his best movies. Spotlight's gonna win this, right? What are we doing?
Yeah, here, just as a peek behind the curtain on my end, I've seen maybe half of these movies, and at least 3 or 4 of them I haven't seen in like 10 plus years. That said, I saw Spotlight and I remember really liking it.
Yeah.
Special guest, have you seen more or less of these movies than Mike has? More.
That was fast. That was a fast reply.
Interesting. Yeah, Spotlight is really good. It's a really good movie.
Question as we do this, and I asked the same question during the March Sisters Madness. Are we going for the best movie or the best performance by Mark Ruffalo?
I think it's the best Mark Ruffalo movie.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, because I have...
Does that change your answer?
No,
No, it doesn't.
I have one for a debate for later where I think the movie is amazing, but I don't think it's like the best Mark Ruffalo performance.
I think that's like a good... It's because this is about like the best movie that Mark Ruffalo is in, with Mark Ruffalo being Mark Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Ruffalo.
dig?
Ruffalo. Does anyone know what that joke is?
Special guest, do you know that joke?
Special guest?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have a feeling special guest stopped listening.
A
at the
fun
start.
linguistics joke lover.
All right. Spotlight wins. Moving on to the next round, we have The Avengers. Not the British Ray Fiennes one, the first Marvel's
Oh,
Avengers.
No.
I watched that whole movie for that reason.
I'm so sorry. Versus, has that been on Ethan's Reluctant Review?
No, I'll
Mike,
watch it.
just so you know, we have a segment called Ethan's Reluctant Review where we make Ethan watch whatever bad movie we can think of. Start thinking of a bad movie because at the end you'll be able
I've
to
got a
nominate
perfect
one.
one locked and loaded.
Oh, I can't wait.
The Avengers versus Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Ethan, where are you thinking with this one?
So to me, no doubt, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is like an actual classic of a movie. However, I do think that what Ruffalo did as the Hulk at the moment, like in that moment when we first were in theaters, was like he finally got the Hulk. Like we had Eric Bana was not great, and I didn't think Edward Norton was very good, and he just like did lock into something. And I feel like it's newer here than it is in Thor Ragnarok when we had already seen it. And I feel like if there's ever going to be like a tip of the cap to him doing the Marvel stuff, it would be this moment, because Eternal Sunshine is so much Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet's movie, and Ruffalo's in it, but I don't know. I think that he like really stood out in the Avengers to me.
Caroline and Mike, do you agree? Oh, Caroline's giving you stinky poo-poo
Yeah.
face.
I really like that assessment. Again, Eternal Sunshine is a movie I have seen, but it has been probably since I was in high school, and I just don't have ironically enough, I don't have a great memory of it. And yet I saw Avengers when it came out in theaters like opening night, And I do still remember the feeling I had watching that movie. I remember, like, giggling at how much fun I was having at one point. Like, that movie was a blast. We were fully Whedon-pilled back then.
And he was a big part of that. Like, Ruffalo was a big part of that, too.
He was, yeah.
And Ethan, you famously think Joss Whedon has never done anything wrong, right?
Yeah, let me just show you the
You're
tattoo I
famously
got recently.
a defender of Joss Whedon.
It's just a portrait of Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
I figured it might be something like from Firefly, but it's just his face.
No, it's his face.
Yeah.
It's just his face.
He got branded.
Yeah.
You can't even get that erased.
No.
I will never see the Avengers, likely. And
Oh my God! Hang on. Have you not seen Marvel movies, Caroline?
I've seen like 5.
That is so good. That makes me so happy.
I've seen Iron Man 2, Black Panther, WandaVision, the Captain America TV show, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's
It's
it.
amazing that 20% of the Marvel things you've watched, like, I could not tell you one thing that happened in the Captain America TV show. And I was on Mike's podcast.
You don't remember the Flag Smashers?
I was on your podcast talking about it because I think I was like a late booking because no one else in the world had seen that TV show. You should have asked Caroline. She was the other person.
I was the other person.
That's
I was
right.
waiting for them to kiss the entire TV show. And you know what? They didn't.
I would have been so good.
I know. They
I
were also
didn't.
not shirtless enough on that TV show. That was my other
Now-
complaint.
So there is a sequel to that TV show coming out soon called Thunderbolts. Are you going to see that?
Is that the movie? The one that's coming out?
Presented by A24 is the internet joke.
Oh,
on
that's
that.
funny. The trailer's been intriguing when I've seen it, but we'll see. Probably not.
I'm going to say it. The Avengers is moving on. Eternal
That's
Sunshine is
sick.
the best
That's
movie.
sick.
One of the best movies out of all of these, but it's not a Mark Ruffalo movie. Having said that, I think a lot of hipsters got really big framed glasses based on Mark Ruffalo's
Yeah.
eyewear in that movie.
Yes.
And so we have to give him a little bit of props. All right. Moving on. Shutter Island versus Begin Again. Speaking of Once. Whoa! Same director as Once. Okay. Shutter Island versus Begin Again. I'm going to take this one and say, fuck you all, Shutter Island.
I have not seen Begin Again, but I have seen Shutter Island a few times, and I do really like that movie.
I'll accept it, but he's really great in Begin Again. That movie's actually really good. And that one song that Adam Levine sings is at the end is really good. And
you're famously a defender of Adam Levine, right? You say he has done nothing
the
wrong in
tattoo
his
that
career.
I got on the other side of my chest.
Yeah, got it.
Have you all seen Eli? Have you seen Begin Again? Caroline, have you seen it?
I did. That's the one that has James, what's his face?
James
Late
Corden
night
is in
show.
it.
James Corden's in it. I think he's actually really good in that movie.
He is.
That was like early James Corden
Yeah,
when
Keira
America's getting
Keira Knightley's really good in it.
Mhm.
Like it's a really good, like, easy watch music movie. Like Shutter Island's a classic, but it is really good. Beginning is really good.
Yeah.
Great, Shutter Island wins.
Can I say I saw Shutter Island when I was studying in France, and it was wild because all the subtitles were on French, and it was very fun. It was a great movie going experience.
Special guest, have you ever studied in France?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
He's still there.
Oh, but you know how to say no in French. Interesting.
Ha ha ha.
Okay. Moving on, we have Foxcatcher versus Thor Ragnarok. What do you say, Mike? What do you say to this one?
I say I didn't see Foxcatcher, but I have Foxcatcher beating Thor Ragnarok.
You know what? I agree. Because we moved the Avengers on, I agree.
Yeah.
Foxcatcher. Although I do think that's the best of the Marvels. It's Thor Ragnarok. Caroline, see Thor Ragnarok. It's a straight up comedy.
I did really
with Jeff
like that
Goldblum.
movie, but this kind of it was on the tail end of I feel like some sort of recovering addict. Like I haven't really watched Marvel stuff in a couple of years now, and I do feel like I got a part of my life back.
Just like
Smart.
hours in your day.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Have you seen Eli? Have you seen Foxcatcher? Caroline, have you
Of
seen it?
course. Yeah. I'm a big fan of fake noses
I
in
saw the
movies.
trailer. and it was a very
Okay,
good
cool.
trailer. I remember. I feel like I just missed it. I don't know why. It was one I was excited
Carell's
about.
really good. Carell's really
He's really
good.
good. I find him really distracting though, because the entire time I was watching the movie being like, Carell's pretty good, but I didn't like watch the movie being like invested in this character.
It's
I was
a
more
sad
invested
movie.
in the fact that Carell's really good.
It's really sad. It's really just like stress. It's like a tense, stressful downer of a movie.
Well, tense, stressful downer is moving on. Next up, to me, the hardest one out of all of these, which is Zodiac versus Collateral.
Okay, so this is
Caroline.
Another one I had a hard time with as well because, again, I saw Zodiac when I was maybe like a junior or senior in high school when I was trying to like see all these movies, and I don't know that I have a good memory of it, but like I have recently rewatched a couple of Fincher movies, and I'm like, shit, I gotta do the Fincher thing. That's a David Fincher movie, isn't it? Yeah.
Zodiac is.
Yeah, so I like gotta get back on that. That said, I have recently watched a bunch of Michael Mann movies, and Collateral rips. That movie is so fun.
Caroline saw it last night.
I don't necessarily think of it as like a Mark Ruffalo movie, but he is excellent in it.
Yeah, it was so I watched it for the first time last night. It's one of Mark Ruffalo's 5 detective performances. Those being it's Shutter Island, Zodiac, Collateral, In the Cut. What's the 5th one? I'm missing the 5th one.
Now You See
Now
Me.
You See
Now
Me.
You See Me. There we go. So he's
Even
been
though he's the ultimate magician in the
yeah. It's so good. It's what his hair is not what I expected it to. When he comes in with a slicked hair, I didn't think that was Mark Ruffalo. So he doesn't look like Mark Ruffalo in Collateral. So I give him that. But it's not Mark Ruffalo's movie, although he is the big twist in the movie.
Man.
It's an incredible. I don't know.
It's
I love
great.
Collateral. It's so good.
Like you just feel the wind come out of your sails. Ugh, that moment is so good.
It's so good. It's a perfect LA movie. It was fun to watch the entire time. I was like, oh, I know exactly where they're at in LA right now. I know where they're at in
fun.
LA right now. I know what train they're on. It was very fun to watch, like having lived here. Yeah.
I similar to Mike, like I saw both of these movies in high school and unfortunately not since, and I really should rewatch both of them. And I remember thinking how good Mark Ruffalo was in Zodiac. Honestly, might have been the first time I saw him in a movie, and I didn't know that Mark Ruffalo was in Collateral until I saw this bracket. So that's like unfortunately my answer is like it's Zodiac because I didn't remember that he was even in Collateral. I just remembered Tom chewing up some scenery.
Yeah.
Zodiac is moving on.
Wait, and before we talk about that, it's incredible to realize now that Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx both hadn't dated Katie Holmes at the time of filming that movie. And that is iconic.
That is
Wow.
iconic. Hey, a special guest, do you think that's iconic? Yeah.
Wow.
That's a yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Special
I'm really
guest, are you excited for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning?
Special guest?
Sure.
He said sure.
Okay.
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 Sure.
Sorry, they said sure. We don't know their gender. All right. Next up, Dark Waters versus 13 Going on 30.
Can I point out one thing?
Yes.
This is the first movie that Mark Ruffalo is the lead on this list.
Which
Is Dark
one?
Which one?
Waters. Dark Waters.
You
Huh,
don't think
right?
he's a lead in 13 Going on 30?
He's like the romantic lead, but I would not say that he is the lead of that movie. And by the way, like the rest of these, I actually had never seen You Can Count on Me, but like this is the only true Mark Ruffalo led movie on this list.
It also changed the society. He spoke directly to Congress following
It's a
this
good
movie.
movie. Have y'all seen it?
It's a great movie, a great underrated movie.
It's really
There's
good.
no way in hell 13 Going on 30
absolutely.
isn't about to move on.
Okay. All right. You're going to let me defend my Maddie. Okay. He is.
No, I said it's moving on.
Oh,
It's moving
13
on.
Going on 30 is?
Yes.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
no way in hell
Hold
it's
your,
not moving
hold your
on.
defense. Hold your defense when it needs
Yeah,
it.
it's
When it
absolutely
needs
no.
it.
Okay.
It doesn't need it right
Great.
Can
now.
I say though, Dark Waters is just one of those really good, like a lot of paperwork legal movies. Like it's not even a thriller; it's just a lot of paperwork. And there's a
Okay,
scene
I
when
gotta
he gets
see this then.
Yeah, he
I've
gets-
never even heard of it.
he gets like
Who
one
directed it?
Todd.
Whoa! Special guest.
Let's
we
go.
know.
They're on my
We all
side.
agree.
Special guest just chatted 13 Going on 30 should win. Special guest, know your role.
Because I
Isn't-
just rewatched Michael Clayton, and that movie is
Oh.
like so great, and
Yeah.
it's great kind of because of the paperworkiness. So I suspect that I would like Dark Waters.
Michael Clayton is better than Dark Waters
Sure.
by a lot because it's better than most movies. But this is a Todd Haynes movie actually.
Oh,
And it's just really good. It's a really good movie. But
All
yeah,
right.
13 going on 30, no doubt.
I'm going to speed us up just so we don't have another hour-long episode. Next up is The Kids Are All Right versus Now You See Me. This is the hardest one, actually. I'm changing my mind. This is the hardest
not
one.
hard.
What, Ethan? Are you going to say Now You See Me?
No, not at all. It's The Kids Are All Right. That movie's amazing, and he's
yeah,
great
it's
in
good.
it.
Didn't he get an Oscar nomination for it?
Yes.
It's
All right.
another one that I don't remember super well, but I do remember like being happy about that movie.
I will say he is so sexy in this movie.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't he have like a leather jacket and a motorcycle and
Oh,
stuff?
so sexy.
Yeah.
Fine. Kids are all right. Moving on, although
He's been nominated
y'all-
for 4 Oscars, and all of them are
Tell
on this
us.
list. He's been one we're about to talk about, Poor Things, Spotlight, Foxcatcher, and The Kids Are All Right was his first nomination.
Well,
Kids Are All Right is moving on. Now You See Me is a masterpiece, and there's about to be a third one. All right,
There
next up.
is?
And it's called
Yeah.
Mike,
Oh,
Mike.
yeah.
It's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Finally.
Finally.
It is absolutely unforgivable that they called the second one Now You See Me Too. Man, that is nuts. I kind of got to rewatch those now.
And special
I
guest.
there was
don't think
a
you have
colon.
to. They're magicians and
I
Jesse
wish there was a
Eisenberg's
colon
it.
in the middle, so it's Now You See Me, colon, Now You Don't, but it's fine.
There's time.
It's fine.
Hey, special
Yar,
guest.
now you see me colon.
Hey, special guest. Do you like magicians?
Oh, good question.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Fast answer. Fast answer.
What
on
about
special guest this
really cool magicians?
time. Another
Yeah.
yes.
What about
Okay.
Jesse Eisenberg with straightened hair?
Sure.
Sure.
Oh man.
Okay. Moving on. So now the kids are all right. So moving on. And the last round of the last match of the first bracket: Poor Things versus You Can Count on Me. Caroline, tell us your thoughts.
I hate Poor Things, but he gave a great performance. So
The dance is great. I mean, like You Can Count on Me launched him and saved his life because of the whole tumor thing. But he also didn't he do You Can Count on Me on stage too? Like I think that was his whole thing.
I think maybe.
Great. Poor Things is moving on.
Yeah.
Executive decision. That's the end of round 1. Before we move on to round 2, do you have any questions for special guests? Do you have any guesses as to who they are?
Did you like Mark Ruffalo's big teeth in Mickey 17? Yeah,
No.
agreed.
I did not like it. Any guesses as to who this is yet? Okay, moving
wait,
on.
special guest, are you in the Midwest?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Interesting. I don't even know what that means. Is that your Mike? Is that your guess?
No,
Is your guess Santa? It's a
That's just
celebrity
the only
we all
person who comes
know.
to mind who is sometimes in the Midwest.
You don't think anyone else on the planet sometimes shows up in Chicago and sometimes leaves it?
I guess like traveling athletes.
Yeah, traveling athletes.
Pilots are sometimes
pilots.
Traveling athletes.
Like the Music Man, like doing his scams all throughout Iowa.
Yeah, the Music Man. Well, that's mostly in the Midwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you a Czech piano player?
Is-
Okay, so
Once.
it's not Marketa Irglova. Okay.
He's in my phone, but I didn't call him for this. Okay, round 2, match 1. We have Spotlight versus The Avengers.
Whew.
What is his voice in Spotlight? He's like chewing gum the whole time.
I think it's a
Robbie.
human who
Robbie,
had a
we must-
tumor
It's
removed
not-
from his head. I think that's the voice he's using.
I just remember in Spotlight, I was so amazed when they used math to figure out everything. That was like the big reveal. I was like, wow, math. You really came out for the climax of this movie.
Man, I gotta watch this movie again. I love math.
You love
I
math
love-
and you hate when priests are bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he does math in the Avengers too. Just saying.
Yeah, Mike, what is your statistical analysis on this race in this specific bracket?
Wait, was that for Mike or for special
For
guest?
Mike.
Oh wait, sorry. What did you say?
I was just saying, like, I was getting you to do math for your statistics for what are the odds?
She was setting you up for a great punchline there.
know.
Tell
You
us
really
were. I
statistics,
apologize.
It's
Mike.
okay.
You know, it's funny. This matchup is two like hugely sort of famously ensemble movies.
Oh. He probably plays the most important ensemble member in Spotlight, though.
Yeah.
Mike Resendiz is like he is like the Hulk of the Spotlight crew, actually. And Keaton is Captain America.
Okay.
Rachel
and,
McAdams?
Rachel McAdams is definitely Iron Man. And Liev Schreiber is
He's
Thor.
the
Probably Thor.
Sabretooth, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, I say we're too.
Sabretooth is Thor.
And the Catholic Church is what's his face?
Joss Whedon.
Right.
Loki.
Yeah.
Oh
Loki.
yeah, Joss Whedon.
No, who's
yeah.
the guy?
Yes.
The
Yeah,
snap.
Loki.
Diddlin'.
The snap.
Oh,
Oh,
Thanos.
Oh,
Thanos.
Thor.
Yeah,
Thanos.
the Catholic
That's
Church is-
wrong movie.
Wrong Avenger.
He doesn't.
He's
He
not-
doesn't pop up in
He's
that
not
one.
in the first one.
He
It's the
wasn't
third
even a
and
glimmer
fourth.
in a post-credit scene's eye.
Spotlight's moving on. I'm gonna say
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Spotlight's
yeah,
moving
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Next matchup, we have the Avengers versus.
No.
Wait.
No.
Oh my God!
Shut-
I am so sorry.
Shutter
Wait,
Island
I'm
versus
sorry.
Foxcatcher.
Yeah.
Foxcatcher.
Yes, I apologize to you. The next one is Shutter Island versus Foxcatcher. Fuck you. It's Shutter Island.
I really want to rewatch this movie, but because he's part of that great twist.
And he's
in this
almost like
movie
a
as well.
co-lead. Like it's not quite
Yeah.
a two-hander, but he's like very on par with Leo.
Yeah. It was like, did Inception come out first, or did?
No.
Okay.
I think they came out the same summer or
It was
something.
like right
didn't they?
in. They
Yeah.
were close though, but Shutter Island was first.
yeah. Leo loves a dead wife. It's what-
Man. And not everything is as it seems.
A special guest is everything as it seems.
Oh shit! Okay,
special
face
guest said
value.
yes. Wow. Okay. That might be revealing to who the special guest is.
Can't say whether or not they're always in the Midwest, but everything is as it seems.
All right, we're moving on. So, who won that one? Shutter Island wins that one.
Yes.
Moving on, we have Zodiac versus 13 going on 30. All right, Caroline.
All right. 13 going on 30. Why I think it should. I love David Fincher, but I think 13 going on 30 was used in an Ariana Grande music video, and Zodiac was not. Maddie is one of the great rom-com leads. He's a sweetie, empathetic creature. He was there when Jenna Rank was not a popular girl, and he loved her later. They got to have their cute little house in the burbs. Maddie, he brought her the Zazzles, and they did the Thriller dance together, and he was always supportive. We love Maddie.
I think if the Zodiac Killer did the Thriller dance, I would vote for Zodiac, but because they didn't, I too will be voting for 13 going on 30.
Special guest at 13 going on 30.
Special guest says 13 going on 30. This is killing me because Zodiac was like a favorite to win, but you know what? I think that what Ruffalo is doing in Zodiac, I'd rather have in Spotlight. So I'm going to say 13
And
going on 30.
I'll argue, he's been a detective 5 times. Is that his best detective performance? And 13 going on 30 is special.
In the cut's pretty fun. It's not on this bracket, but 13 going on 30 is moving on. I think that's a upset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Kids Are All Right versus Poor Things.
Kids are all
I think I know where this is going to go. Yeah, Kids Are All Right, right?
yeah, he's hot.
Ethan?
He's really good in Poor Things. He's like really funny in Poor Things.
He is really funny. He's like doing a whole lot, and like
He does a
that
lot
movie
in that
looked
movie.
like something. Like there's a lot to say about that movie. That's like, oh, cool. So you can still make a movie that looks like something that has performances in it. But
Yes. He's really funny. I would be fine with The Kids Are All Right because
He's just so sexy.
He's hot.
He's so sexy.
He's very those two roles. The fact that he can do both of those roles is pretty impressive stuff. But sure, the kids are all right.
All right. We're moving on to the semifinals. Before we
Wow.
move on, do you have any guesses as to who our special guest is?
Who else was in Once? Really, just those two.
All right, no guesses for the special guest, who's fuming and going to kill me later.
Do we
Okay.
get a hint at this point?
Ooh, yeah, semifinal hint.
They were famous in the political world.
And are sometimes in the
Midwest.
So like Mayor Pete.
Is that your guess?
Hmm.
Mayor Pete, ties to CDC in Chicago. I think his husband was a bartender there.
Okay, I'm
It
guessing.
is-
I'm
it is
taking my
possible
guess.
that I know them.
It's
Go ahead.
early, but I'm taking my guess. Are you Mayor Pete Buttigieg?
The answer is no, it was not Mayor
Damn.
Pete.
And it's not. Okay, no, I'm not saying my guess.
It's not Cory Booker. He's still talking. As
He's
of
from New
today.
Jersey.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on to the semifinal round, we have Spotlight versus Shutter Island. I'm gonna say Spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
probably.
knew, and they did it anyway.
They were kids.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he says that, but I know he says they knew.
He's so
He's
good
so
in
good.
Spotlight.
He's so good in
It's
that
like
movie.
it's really good newsroom culture. I love like a nice hubbub around the office. We're chasing the story. It's a great
Yeah.
time.
It's when journalists were journalists.
They're sort of under-resourced, like they're scrappy and all that. Like,
What we need is a Spotlight for today.
yeah.
Wow, that was beautiful, Eli.
Yeah. Is Mark
Thank you.
Ruffalo from Boston? Where is he from?
I'm gonna say Brooklyn, but that's based on the kids. The kids are all right. Aura.
I'm gonna say he's from Ruffalo, New
Kenosha,
York.
Wisconsin. Let's go. Are you
Oh.
Mark Ruffalo?
Oh,
Being
shit,
from the
I-
Midwest.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, it is my guess. Are you Mark Ruffalo?
That would've
Noah.
I would have been. Can you imagine if I set up Mark Ruffalo Madness and then booked Mark Ruffalo as a special guest?
And then this whole time, we're all going like, I haven't seen that one.
He was okay in that one, I guess.
Remember that part
Um,
in Spotlight when he gets the papers from the court and then he just like runs into a cab and just goes, "Take me to the Globe." Like every taxi cab driver like knows where the Boston Globe is headquartered in Boston.
It's a pretty big headquarters. I used to write for the Boston Herald. That's a story for another day.
Oh.
I got fired for trying to investigate the Catholic Church. All right. Moving on to 13. The next matchup in our semifinals is 13 going on 30 versus wait, where do we land? Kids
Yeah,
are all
Kids Are
right.
Alright, yeah.
Well, our special guest keeps
Oh.
saying 13 going on 30.
Yes, they do.
I'm waiting for them.
What do you guys think?
Okay, I have not seen 13 going on 30, and I know I
Oh.
need to.
Whoa, Mike, you're gonna love it.
It's
Judy
one
Greer.
it's one of those ones that I probably will see relatively soon because there's a list of movies I'd like to watch that Caitlin has no interest in. Things like Heat. And
Heat
then there's
rules.
a list of movies that Caitlin would want to watch or like show me, and I'm more than happy to watch, the 13 going on 30. Like that sounds fun to me. We just haven't made it happen yet.
I just we rewatched 13 going on 30 recently and we both like talked about it for the rest of the weekend about how enjoyable it was to rewatch it and how well it's held up because I feel like movies like this could really fall flat, 15 years later.
Sure.
And this movie really doesn't. And I remember really liking The Kids Are All Right, and I'm sure it's good, but there just isn't like a draw for me to rewatch that movie. And I do think like rewatchability counts a little bit. So I still think I'm voting for 13 going on 30 here.
It's ephemeral. It's just like, I don't know. Jenna Garner's so earnest and like delightful. And I think their chemistry is so palpable together. And like
They have good chemistry.
yeah, they have really good chemistry.
Okay. This is a very hard one, but you know what? 13 going on. If Paul Lee can make it all the way last year, this is the year for 13 going on 30. And because I invited our special guest here, a very famous celebrity in the political space, who made time in their very busy day, probably, sitting in front of their giant fireplace or something.
Is it Montgomery Burns?
I'm going. Is that your guess? Oh, you already got a guess. I'm gonna say 13 going on 30
Wow.
is moving on.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do we have any
special guest?
Yes, go ahead.
Are you on a podcast? Not this one currently. Like, do you have your own podcast?
Do you have a podcast?
Sometimes. Is it only in the Midwest when you record? Yes.
All right. I think special guest is doing bits on us.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any final guesses as to who the special guest is? I feel like we should reveal them before we get into the championship.
Are you chasing Buttigieg?
No,
No.
it's not Jason Buttigieg. Ethan, you get the last.
No, I already guessed. I guessed Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
Who is it?
I know that they don't have any video right now. We couldn't get that working. I was testing it out with them. But special guest, go ahead and reveal yourself.
Hi there, I'm Pajama Boy.
It's Pajama Boy. How you doing, Pajama Boy?
I'm
How
doing
are
great.
you?
Ready to talk movies and skewer some woke narratives. What's on your mind today?
Skewer woke narratives? What are you talking about, Pajama Boy?
Whoa there, hold on a second. I think there's been a misunderstanding. I'm not a woke narrative. I'm against them. You know, the kind of stuff that's ruining movies these days. Are you a fan of woke movies?
I mean, I'm sure I am a fan of some woke movies. What movies do you like?
All right. So you're open to some of it. I get it. But let me tell you, the classics are the classics for a reason. You ever seen American Beauty? Kevin Spacey was brilliant in that. Or how about anything by Woody Allen? Annie Hall is a masterpiece. What do you think of those?
Oh, so you like Woody Allen?
You got it. A true visionary. Don't let the media tell you otherwise. What's your favorite Woody Allen film?
I guess Annie Hall.
Annie Hall, a person of culture, I see. What do you like about it?
I like how Jewish it is.
Laughs. Well, you're not wrong. It's got that classic New York Jewish vibe for sure, but it's also just a brilliant film about relationships, don't you think?
I guess. What else do you like, Pajama Boy?
Besides defending cinematic geniuses from the woke mob, I'm a big fan of classic Scorsese anything with De Niro, and I have a soft spot for some good old-fashioned film noir. What about you? What other kinds of movies are you into?
I think I should let you go, Pajama Boy.
All right, if you say so. Thanks for chatting. Take care.
Bye. All right, everybody. That was Pajama Boy, our
Wow.
very special guest.
Exhilarating.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I'm just so glad that we are going through this quickly to be under an hour at time. But
Would you like to know the prompt I used to create that AI bot?
I got
Yeah,
it.
please.
Okay, it was, your name is Pajama Boy, a movie podcaster who loves three things: Kevin Spacey, Woody Allen, and hates the woke media. You agree? You agree with most Fox News talking points, and you're quick to take over a conversation.
Oh my god.
That sounds like Pajama Boy.
I spent 4 hours on that. Okay, let's move on to the championship round. Let me just. It is okay. Championship round. Spotlight.
How'd you
versus
get the
13
voice?
Don't worry about it.
He's got
spent
enough
so much
recorded
time on
audio
this.
from Ethan.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
a lot of recorded audio.
I have a lot of recorded audio.
Oh man.
And I tried very hard to use recorded video too, but then I felt weird about putting Ethan's image on a website and writing like legal terms of saying I agree to allow my video, my face to be on this. I stopped. Okay. Spotlight versus 13 going on 30.
This is a huge like breakdown, you know? It's a classic versus a classic. It's like UNC versus Duke. No, just kidding. I don't know. What are we thinking? What do we think of this matchup, everybody?
Well, having not seen one of the films and not remembering the other, I feel great about being able to speak to my opinion.
I think it's like that time when like the Cinderella story makes it to the championship game, and also the number 1 seed makes it to the championship game, and then the number 1 seed completely clobbers the Cinderella story because they're the number 1 seed for a reason, which is to say that Spotlight is definitely was like this was like the Cooper Flag team of the tournament. You all just nodded. So I'm sure you all know who Cooper Flag is.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just, you know what? If 13 going on 30 loses, I'm happy it made it this far because
Sure.
it is meant to be in the final. And
It's going to bring a lot of money and attention to the program next year.
Exactly. The mascots, they're going to get lots of new programs. So I'm very happy for 13 going on 30 to get the exposure. We've
That's right.
reopened the schools. The children can rewatch 13 going on 30. And remember what a great film it is.
Yeah.
The winner of March Ruffalo Madness is Spotlight. Congratulations to Spotlight. Yay!
Wow.
Yay,
You won.
Spotlight!
Spotlight wins Best Picture and March
Ruffalo
Ruffalo
Madness.
Madness. Wow.
Mark
What a
Ruffalo, we
two-
have you on the line for your acceptance speech. Just
We
kidding.
did it.
I'm going to Ruffalo Wild Wings.
All right. How long
John C. Riley, get out of here.
did you wake up this morning and think of that joke and then put it in the back of your head and said, when we
I
announce
thought
a
of it-
winner, I'm going to say I'm going to
No, but I did think of it like maybe 45 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
no, I saw there was a glimmer in your eyes ready
They're
to
going
say
bankrupt. Oh no, Hooters is
Yeah,
going
Hank
bankrupt.
Hooters is.
Did you
Yeah.
see?
The
talked
part
about that.
The part that
Yeah.
I didn't plan on was that my Mark Ruffalo impression would sound a lot more like John C. Riley.
I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. Is that good? Did I nail it?
Was that Bane?
Yeah, it was Bane. I'm getting
Take control of your wild wings.
Tom Hardy Madness will be next week.
and next year, of course, we're gonna do March Strong Madness, the movies of
Oh,
Mark
then.
Strong. But I think that's our show for this week.
Wait, Eli, you have
What?
an announcement.
I do?
Yeah, you're going to a film festival.
Oh, that's right. Thank you to the Milwaukee Film Festival. I'm going to go cover as many movies as they can at the end of April. We were invited by the Milwaukee Film Festival. Milwaukee, of course, really an outstanding theater and movie community. Up and coming. Fuck you, LA. Fuck you, Chicago. Milwaukee is where
What
it's
did I
at.
do?
Really good movies playing this year. By the time this podcast comes out, the full lineup will be announced. But one movie I'm looking forward to is the movie Pavements, which is like a pseudo documentary about the band Pavement, starring Joe Keery as the main singer. And I am extraordinarily excited about that movie. And I will let you all know how it is on this very podcast. I want you to know I just said the F word, and my son, I saw him like peek it out to give me the like you just swore face, and he's so mad at me. I'm
Wow.
sorry, George.
Wow.
I'm sorry, buddy.
George is
Are you
always
sometimes
watching.
in the Midwest?
Yeah. Is George the special guest? All right. Mike, thank you.
Wait, Mike. Wait, what? Mike, plug your stuff.
Yeah, plug your
Yeah.
podcast.
Joe
I'm,
Rogan Experience.
Yeah. Really
Theo
into
Vaughn.
nootropics. I am one of the two hosts of the show How Star Wars Is It? It is a podcast where we compare different things to Star Wars. Things like Star Wars movies or foods. and that comes out every week. Ethan's been on it a number of times.
I will be on it for Mission Impossible 8
Wow, I can't wait to listen.
Yeah.
Dead Reckoning Part 2, The Final Reckoning.
Yeah, we should do some kind of big crossover with both shows or something.
Yeah,
That
whatever
would be
like
fun.
slow drama comes out, I would love to be on. Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
slowest,
yeah.
most Oscar-y drama. Please get
Uh-huh.
because I mean, if you think about it, the Catholic Church is kind of like a giant Death Star, right? It has its loyal.
the
Honestly,
Empire.
a little bit like the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done The Housewives or like Star Wars yet?
We haven't, but neither of us. I'm speaking for Josiah, I suppose,
Yeah.
but I don't know a damn thing about the Housewives.
That's fair. That's
Now,
fair.
what about the WWE? Do you think they are
I-
kind of like Star Wars?
I also don't really know them that well either, but I would be thrilled to learn about either of those gaggles of drag queens, whether they are the housewives or professional wrestlers.
And you have 6-hour-long episodes, right? Because this is
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
get
We
into
cover entire
Mhm,
seasons of shows. Let's see what else. I don't have other podcasts, but I am part of some improv shows in Chicago. Baby Wants Candy on Saturday nights, and I'm also recently part of the Phony award-winning musical, which is on Thursday nights, and they do improvised versions of musicals you are aware of, things like Wicked and Company.
Oh, that's so fun. I love it.
Oh, and is this when I assign a movie for Ethan to watch?
Yes, please do.
yes!
And we'll let Ethan talk about his experiences watching. What did we make you watch? I forget.
The Electric State.
Yeah, we're gonna tell.
Oh shit! You watch that?
Yeah, the whole movie.
Ethan, we'll talk.
The whole
We'll talk
movie.
about this next week, but just a quick preview.
Yes.
How Star Wars was it?
Oh, unfortunately it was pretty Star Wars.
Okay.
It's like real Star Wars. It's like 7 Chris Pratt in a white shirt and black vests out of 7 Star Wars.
pretty good.
Unfortunately.
Okay, Mike, what was your nomination?
Yeah, so, okay, we're actually talking about this tomorrow night for our podcast. It came up kind of organically. We were talking about the Beatles and how we got interested in the Beatles. And weirdly, one of my big entry points was this 2007 film, Across the
Yeah,
Universe.
Absolutely.
Oh.
The greatest.
Have you seen it, Ethan?
Boy, did I have a lot of nostalgia for it, and boy, did I watch it and go, what? I liked this?
I saw that movie on a date, and I didn't get a second date.
Ah.
But there's a great. It didn't go across the. There was a great Joe Cocker cameo in that movie, though. So
Yeah.
keep an eye out for
Yeah.
that.
I have seen it. I liked it, so I will do a rewatch.
I was gonna say I kind of figured you had seen it, but the act of watching it in your 30s, with a clear like head, and you're not like on a date in high school, it
Not as good.
it changes
Yeah.
things.
Can I tell you, I really thought Jim Sturgis was going to be a star. I had
Yeah.
such a crush on him, and he really tanked.
He was in that
Yeah.
movie right after this with Ethan's favorite actor.
Yeah,
21.
21? And he was in
Yeah.
One Day, which was a very bad adaptation of the book.
Caroline, save it for Sturgember, our month-long.
Oh.
He was in that owl movie, Legends of the Guardians.
absolutely.
The Owls of Ga'Hoole.
Which has come up
Yeah.
multiple times on this podcast, by the way.
Zack
that-
Snyder
Hey,
film.
Yeah.
Special guest, have you ever been to Ga'Hoole?
Hey, special guest.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hey, special guest, are you going to see Minecraft? Too woke.
Too woke.
Not woke enough.
Oh, okay.
So Ga'Hoole is too woke.
I did not want to see the movie Minecraft until I saw that Jared Hess directed it, the director of Napoleon Dynamite and Gentleman's Broncos, and now I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Nacho Libre. Okay, that's it. That's our show. Thank you, everybody, for being here
Thanks,
and
Mike.
listening.
Thanks,
Mike.
Mike.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Pajama Boy, thank you for being here. Listener at home, if you're confused, Google who Pajama Boy is. It was a Obama campaign starring Ethan Krupp as
Everyone
Pajama
who listens
Boy.
to this podcast, minus the one person in Ireland, knows who Pajama
Yeah.
Boy.
There's lots of memes.
They're all family and friends.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
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 Thank you, Mike.